So we're going to talk a little bit about model mechanics. Minuchin talked about a therapist pouch and some of the basic principles that are in a therapist pouch. So one of these principles is joining. Joining is when a therapist observes a family's patterns, habits, and behaviors and accommodates to its style. This can be through language or cadence. It can be nonverbal ways of interacting. And joining requires both a clear sense of connection, which includes sensitivity and acceptance of the clients, and also an equally clear sense of differentiation, which is questioning. Self of therapist is one of the most important and significant tools, according to Minuchin. The use of self as a therapist is a hugely important tool, and the therapist has to be highly flexible, engaging according to the needs of the family or in the moment. This can range from being detached to being fully engaged and taking sides in order to unbalance a system. This can be done only briefly to correct a situation in which one family member is being made a scapegoat. Another one of the basic principles is that assumptions are the enemy of therapeutic change. So Minuchin talked a lot about how the certainty that family members have of particular things are makes it more impossible for change to happen. So questioning that certainty and questioning assumptions. One of the last of the principles that I'm pulling out of my tool belt is subsystems. This was a very important concept in structural family therapy. According to Minuchin, there are some subsystems in almost every family, from parents, siblings, individuals, or the family could be split up by personality traits or by gender. There's almost any way for subsystems to be created in a family. The most important subsystem issue that he spoke about is whether there is an effective parental hierarchy. An effective parental hierarchy means that there's boundaries between the parents and their children, but there's also an emotional connection between them, so they're not disconnected. Minuchin believed that the self of the therapist is the most important tool, not intervention. Structural family therapy, the major intervention methods include family mapping, joining with the family, and helping family members reframe perceptions. Mapping includes writing the family structure, making boundaries between family members, and a hierarchy system. So with joining, the therapist aligns himself with the family and creates an alliance. The underlying assumptions about problems and solutions in structural family theory are based on the idea that subsystems, structures, and hierarchies within families influence or determine the actions of individual family members. In structural family theory, social interactions are understood structurally as repetitive patterns of interaction. The structure of any given family or system can range from supportive to maladaptive, and this structure can either maintain positive interactions or maladaptive ones. The view of problem and solutions is a systemic understanding of the family unit. In the family system view, individuals are understood by their relation to the whole, and each member of the family is considered important in maintaining either positive or maladaptive interactions. If maladaptive structures are discovered in structural family therapy, these structures are changed to allow positive interaction to begin to occur again in the system.
Training in family therapy should therefore be a way of teaching techniques whose essence is to be mastered, then forgotten. After this book is read, it should be given away or put in a forgotten corner. The therapist should be a healer, a human being concerned with engaging other human beings therapeutically around areas and issues that cause them pain, while always retaining great respect for their values, areas of strength, and aesthetic preferences. The goal, in other words, is to transcend technique.